Hello and welcome back to the Logical Idiots podcast. Uh, yeah, I don't know what to say here other than just like, yeah, we're back. We're here. Come on now.
Yeah,
We're cool.
been a
One of
tough,
those days.
It's been one of those
been a,
days.
yeah, been a tough first week,
For who?
for me.
True. I mean, yeah, fair enough. For me, it's been great. You know, uh, my classes are fucking easy as shit, like laughably easy. Um, you know, Grant is hanging in there.
Yeah, by my neck.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, oh well, you'll get over it eventually.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely not have lasting psychological damage.
You already have that. You're fine.
That's true.
No, my classes are like extremely easy to the point where I no longer feel the need of like, oh, I probably don't even need to go to class. I'm like, I just feel obligated to go so I can laugh at everyone else struggling at these easy classes. I literally have classes that are like, oh man, this is basic Excel. This is not difficult at all. And it's first week, and I already hear people going, man, this is so difficult. I'm gonna drop the class. And I'm like, what the fuck? How are you struggling at this shit? It's formatting cells, guys. Like it's not rocket science.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that sounds so straightforward.
Yeah, dude, you just put the mitochondria somewhere and everything works out. I mean, all you really need is the powerhouse of the cell.
No, literally all you have to do is just press 3 buttons and you're good.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
Now, my first week is differed a little bit from yours.
Yeah, a little bit.
I go to classes not because I feel obligated, but because I literally have to go to classes.
True. How's the washing machines?
Not
Not bad.
3 washers, 2 dryers. Or no, two washers, 3 dryers.
Cool.
So if you do a wash, you guaranteed a dryer. Which is nice compared to
So
last year.
I have to go to class because my classes are god awful. Structural mechanics, dynamics, linear algebra. It's just terrible. It's awful.
I fucking love the Seth story.
Oh yeah.
You have to tell that. Like,
Okay, so Friday, right? So how my class schedule is set up, I have an 8:30. So every day I have either an 8:30 or a 9 o'clock class. Like every single day. What'd you say, Silas?
I said fuck that.
Yeah, it's terrible. So on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, those are my hard days. Those are my kind of difficult days. So I have structural mechanics at 8:30. I have an hour break. Then I have a life cycles class, my linear algebra class. Then I have an hour break, and then I have my dynamics class. So my buddy Seth, he's in my structural mechanics and my dynamics classes with me. He skipped structural mechanics on Friday morning, right? So I texted him like, "Hey, are you coming?" He was like, "No, I'm not coming in." I was like, "Okay, whatever." It comes around to about 10:50. He texts me and he says, "I'm coming to dynamics." And I say, "Perfect, awesome. You really need to be coming. It's a difficult class." Okay. An hour later, so 11:50, he sends me a text and it just says, "I'm not coming to dynamics." Now at this point, Seth has skipped most of the classes, most of this first week. Like he is not gone. So I'm like, dude, like these are not easy classes. You need to be coming. And he texts me and he goes, "I'm sorry. I'm half a bottle deep in champagne right now. I don't think I'm going to be ready for class." An hour later. I understand that it's Friday, but it is literally noon and he is halfway through a bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
Now, what I haven't told you yet is that later that day, we have a structural mechanics lab. Okay? Now, labs at Purdue are like super important. They're like a huge chunk of your grade, and they're very kind of strict with how they do them, at least from my experience, like in my classes. So they're kind of tough. Seth does not come to structural or does not come to dynamics. He polishes off this bottle of champagne. He comes to our structural mechanics lab, trashed. Like he is drunk. To the point where like I'm sitting next to him and I can smell him. Like I can smell the champagne while I'm sitting next to him. And we get into this lab and it is 3 questions. Okay. It took our group an hour and a half to do one of the 3 questions.
Damn.
It is ridiculous. Now, to be fair, it was basically me and one other guy because Seth didn't do shit. Right? He just sat there and listened and like took all like worked with us in quotes. But yeah, it was so bad. And the fact, excuse me, I had to yawn. And the fact that he showed up literally drunk to the first lab of the year.
See, it's not the fact that he showed up drunk is what's getting me. It's the fact that he showed up drunk on fucking champagne.
Yeah, right?
Like what? Out of all the things you could have chosen, you chose champagne.
I'm
I
not
don't
a
even know how people drink champagne. That shit is not good.
I'm not a huge champagne person. Like white wine is like okay, but that's about as far as like non-liquor clear as I go. You know?
Mead and rum, those are my best 2 right there.
You can hear the bottles clinking in the back. He's like grabbing it.
I was grabbing it because I wanted to look at it. I literally drank all but like 10% of my mead last night.
How much did you have?
How much mead?
Yeah.
Just yeah, just a 750 milliliter bottle.
Okay. So not very much. Pretty small.
No, and I mean it's weird because like I said in his stream last night, I've never had alcohol that's made me feel like that. Like I said, like I could send you a picture. There is barely any of this left. I drank almost the entire bottle. And not once did I feel like out of place mentally. I've been drunk many times. And that didn't feel the same. That made my entire body just hot and numb.
Weird. It's like getting
So,
stung by a bee.
so
Just sitting there.
so it might sound stupid, but I think that's why the Vikings liked it because they just get numb and then fight.
Fair enough, dude. Like the Berserker Vikings where they'd eat the mushroom and get like just
Yeah,
super high.
just fucking superpower their way through drugs and alcohol.
It sounds kind of lit, to be completely fair.
Honestly, it is. It is. I could definitely see the fun in it. I also got. I wish I had more money because I've never been there before, but there's a. I don't know if they have other places in other states, but we have a liquor store called Willikers,
Hmm.
and I've never been there before, but my mom constantly talks about it because that's where she goes to shop for all of her alcohol.
Hmm.
And holy shit, their selection is massive. And if I had the money, I would have gone all fucking out. I would have gotten several bottles of mead, and I really wanted to try several brands of rum because I've really only ever stuck with Bacardi and Captain Morgan. Those
Okay,
have been my main 2.
I have a question. How expensive was this 750 milliliter bottle of Mead?
Well, the flavor I got specifically was 35, but it was $10 more than the rest of it, only because this one sponsors a charity,
Hmm.
the Mule Deer Foundation.
Oh yeah.
So that extra $10 goes to them. But it's blueberry sage mead, and I'm in love with it.
That's actually like incredibly expensive.
Well,
For seven.
there was another bottle or another brand. They were $15 and they were highly recommended. But
Hmm.
they did the 2 flavors that they had. One was just straight honey mead, and I'm not the
Yum.
biggest honey guy, but
Hmm.
sometimes I really like it, sometimes I don't. And then the
Yeah.
other one was raspberry honey, and I wanted to
Ooh.
try that one, but blueberry sage just sounded so good to me.
Yeah, I know a couple of people that make mead, like that make their own, and 750 milliliters. It really is almost nothing.
As I said, I drank almost a whole bottle, and I did not get fucked.
Yeah,
Just wanted to fight.
it was very little for that expensive. I don't know exactly how much you can make like a full like jug of mead for, because obviously you need to buy a lot of honey. You need to have like the fruits and stuff to flavor it. But I mean, you could probably get a pretty significant return on investment by making it instead of buying it.
Probably, but who the fuck's got time for that?
Pretty much everyone. I mean, it's like a 30-minute process, and you just like leave it under the sink for like 2 months.
Just leave it under the sink.
Well, yeah, that's so. Like the fermenting process of mead, right? You put your distilled water, your honey, your fruits, your yeast, your sugar. You put all that in a big jug, right? You put a capper, like a pressure capper. That way, the pressure doesn't build up too high. You put that on top, and then you just put it somewhere dark. That way, because light affects how yeast, um, like does its reactions.
Yeah.
So in the dark, it works best. So you just slap that shit somewhere dark and cold, and you just let it get to work.
I mean, shit.
It's
It'd
it's
actually
actually
be really fun to make my own sometime.
it's pretty common, and I mean it's a pretty low barrier to entry. Like you might have to do a little bit of trial and error in like small batches to figure out what flavor you like what ratios
Yeah.
of additives. But generally, there's a lot of people that do it at home.
I've watched a few people make it on TikTok before.
Mm-hmm. I
No,
mean,
that's what, like, I was really confused because like half of my family didn't know what mead was, and I was very confused. It's literally just simpler wine.
yeah. Well,
It,
not
it's a little high,
technically.
it's a little higher alcohol percentage, but
It's not technically wine because
they have very similar processes and ingredients.
well, yeah, but pretty much all alcohol is made like fairly similarly to each other. Because like to get liquor, you basically do the exact same process that you do to make any other non-distilled alcohol, and then you just distill it. You know,
Yeah, but
like
I guess I mean more like just focusing on more like fruits and berries.
yeah, but wine specifically grapes, and
Yeah,
mead is like mead is honey. That's like where the
honey is the main thing.
yeah, because that's where you get all your sugar for your yeast to react with. And it also gives it gives a really smooth texture to the alcohol
Oh yeah.
that other alcohols don't have. Like whenever you make beer, like it's very grainy. Like whenever you drink beer, you can tell what it was made with.
Yeah,
Because whenever
that's why I can't drink beer because I can't not taste anything but the grain.
well, it's because they burn it. Like the reason it tastes like super grainy is because whenever they're making the beer, it gets too hot and it lets out it lets out too much of the flavor of the grain. But nobody changes it because everybody's just used to drinking it that way. And I'm pretty sure it's done for FDA standards, like why it gets so hot to achieve a certain like microbial reduction.
Okay.
But yeah, like if you were to make your own beer, it normally doesn't taste as grainy, right? Because like there's a lot of people that make homemade beer, right? They like bottle it, they make it themselves, and it doesn't taste like canned beer or like really popular beers anywhere else because you have a lot more control over it and you're not restricted by the FDA because it's for your consumption.
I saw a guy at Willikers who walked over to the fucking moonshine section and filled up a goddamn cart with nothing but moonshine.
The flavored moonshines are really good. They're not gonna get you like they're not gonna get you drunk really.
Well, we all know ain't nothing gonna get you drunk like homemade moonshine.
Yeah, but it's very flavorful. I'm trying to think of the flavors that I've tried. I've tried a couple. The ones that are really standing out to me are like banana pudding and like a chocolate, but it was technically like a coffee, but it was very chocolatey. I don't know why it was so chocolatey, but it was like the coffee flavor. They were both really good. I didn't like the banana pudding one. Austin, you would love the banana pudding one because it's the Laffy Taffy banana. It's not like actual, like, it's not real banana, which I don't like, but I know you like the Laffy Taffy flavoring. So you'd probably
But
like it.
because there was like 5 of the brand of mead that I got, there was like 5 different flavors. And one of them was banana mead, and I really wanted to try that one too.
Mm. Well,
They had some interesting ones.
if you ever try the moonshines, don't go in expecting it to be moonshine because they dilute the actual moonshine with heavy cream and then the flavoring to give it a smoother to give it a smoother like palate.
Dude, like
So
there's so much like fucking different kinds of alcohol. Like I like obviously I knew like there's a lot of different kinds, flavors, how they're made, but I didn't realize there was that fucking goddamn many.
oh yeah.
But then of course I find this hilarious. Like throughout the entire store, every kind of alcohol had half of an aisle to itself. Just one wall of the aisle would only be that kind of alcohol. And then
That is
one
a
half of
significant
the
amount.
store is just wine. Wine gets the entire half of the store.
That's bullshit.
There is way too many wines out there.
Yeah, wine is a very pretentious alcohol.
Yes, like especially the people who just taste it, just spit it out because they don't want to get drunk. Like, what was the fucking point? What was the
Literally,
point?
literally, just have like a small amount. Like, unless you're tasting 400 wines, you're not gonna get drunk off the sips that they give you. At least not me. Like, I could go to a wine tasting and be fine. Like, never feel a thing. But
We should do one day. All 3 of us go to a fucking go to a wine tasting and just pretend to be pretentious assholes.
pretend? Question mark? There's no need for pretending here.
What, you gonna let that shit aerate and then take a few sniffs, pick up on all the individual flavors?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, okay. I see you, Grant.
Look at the legs on it whenever I swirl it. You know it. That's what they're called, Austin. Whenever people swirl wine, they're looking for how quickly the wine flows off the side of the glass back into the pool. And those are called legs. And and you can tell how much sugar content is in the wine based on how quickly the wine recedes from the edge of the glass.
So Grant is already truly a pretentious wine guy.
A wine connoisseur.
I just know I like myself some fucking rosé. That's about it. That's all I know about wine.
Love myself some rosé.
What do you want from me, man? I don't drink wine that often. My mom like only drinks wine, so that's the only time I have it.
I don't blame you. I'm probably not a huge wine guy. It's okay. Like every now and then. It's good when you're eating like Italian dishes, you know, like your pastas and that kind of thing, and like formal dining. Wine is good, but otherwise, like I'm not gonna sit down and have a glass of wine at the end of the day. Like, I'm not a woman.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
No, when I tell okay, hold on.
Bold statements by Grant, part 732.
My entire life, and this is not an exaggeration, my entire life, my mom has had a glass of wine at the end of every day that I can remember.
My mom's almost the same. Like not quite every day, but she does. She does have herself a glass of wine as often as she can.
My mom, she doesn't always get drunk, but she always has a glass of wine because my mom hates her job because she's in charge of a lot of people who are very stupid. and it's very frustrating for her, and she
I don't know.
doesn't like that.
I only drink to get drunk. Like I'm only gonna start drinking if I have the plan to get drunk.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I just don't see much of a point. It just feels like a waste to me.
I could not agree more.
I did get this. I haven't had it before. Lead Slingers Black Flag Rum.
I don't know that I've ever heard of it.
I think it was like $39. And
Here,
on the inside of the bottle, it has join or die.
here's a question for you: have you ever had Kraken?
Oh yes, I have had Kraken.
I do not like Kraken.
Kraken and Calypso are the cheap. I want to get fucked, and they taste cheap.
Mm,
That's how I think about them. They're not that expensive, but like you'll like for like a normal bottle of rum, you can get twice the amount of rum for the same price to one of those.
yeah.
Just because it's cheap and it's only there if you need to get fucked.
Hmm. That's fair, I suppose.
Calypso tastes cheap as hell, but fuck, it gets you drunk. Although I did see a brand of Kraken the other day that I haven't seen before. I think it was coffee flavored, and I didn't know how to feel about that.
I feel like coffee flavored alcohols are more often mocha than coffee. They
I could
are
see that.
they are more often like chocolatey than they are like actually coffee flavored, you know? And like there's something wrong with that if that's your preference, but like I don't always want to drink chocolate. You know
No,
what I
I
mean?
think I've really ever had chocolate alcohol I've enjoyed.
Like I'd melt a Hershey's bar in a fucking microwave and drink it if I wanted that, but that's not what I want.
Just get a giant fucking melting pot, melt an ass ton of chocolate, and just start chugging.
Dude, it's like the candy shops whenever they're pouring the fucking like molten
Yeah,
molten sugar to
just
make
pour it straight into my mouth.
yeah, to make hard candy, the molten sugar on the marble countertops, like all spread out.
I fucking
Dude,
love that shit.
it's so satisfying watching them pull taffy.
Oh, so satisfying.
Oh, dude, watching them fold the flavors in because they add so little food dye and it does so much. Like
They
that has
do.
got to be like industrial strength. Like there is no way.
Like it just keeps changing. Like they just do 2 drops, then all of a sudden, a whole giant ass sheet is red.
Yeah, it's like blood red. It's like what happened here?
Like I don't understand it, but I love it nonetheless.
Every morning in the back, they're sacrificing a chicken.
Just full of sacrifices every morning.
Please, Lord, bring us strong food coloring that we might make beautiful candy another day.
Dude, I could not tell you how much I was fucking dying laughing at your cup phone comment last night. I was laughing so fucking hard. That was great. That was one of my favorite Grant lines of all time. Just mail us a cup phone.
I think it would work. To be completely honest,
Yeah, I think it'd work. It'd definitely work.
I think
So,
people underestimate how good cup phones actually are.
I only
Well,
did them like once as a kid, so I don't remember for sure how good they worked.
they're elite, like low key. They're very good. Austin, when was the last time you used a cup phone? You don't know? Oh yeah, you're an only child. I forgot that you didn't grow up with friends. Um,
What the fuck, man?
gotta throw in the jazz. Gotta throw in the jabs where I can. No, they are surprisingly good. Anyone listening, if you underestimate the power of a cup phone, make a set. It's really weird how functional they actually are. Because it's literally fucking cups and string.
It is kind of amazing how well the string carries the voices.
The vibrations, yep. Like
Yeah.
it's odd. Can you imagine
Like
like It's like that scene in Grown Ups where they have like the giant like phone line network. Can you imagine trying to understand anyone on that?
There'd be too many callers on one line.
Literally. Need some fucking 1930s like plug and play operators in the cup phone district. Can you imagine? That'd be awesome then.
Dude, then imagine imagine if you like moved into a house with a bunch of your friends and then just set up like right next to your gaming setup would just be like a row of cups on strings that led to different different rooms of the house.
It's the only way you can make call outs. You're like screaming into the cup.
No Discord allowed. Just have to go cup communication only.
Dude, phasmophobia with the cup phones.
Oh my god.
Get like
That would be great.
get like lights set up so like every time you want to talk, you like flip your light on and everybody like picks up the cup and listens. Dude, that'd be amazing.
I would 100% be down for that.
That's real team building right there. That's how it's done. Like, take notes. People don't want Papa John's pizza parties where you get one pizza and we get like 1/16 of a slice. Bring us the cup phone gaming. That's what we want.
Game.
The Lord has made his decision this day with this idea. Cup phone
If
gaming.
someone is listening to this podcast and has money, open up a fucking store. Like all those places where you can rent gaming PCs and stuff, but then make team rooms where they're all divided up and you can only communicate through cup phones.
Complete.
You'll
like,
make millions.
Complete soundboard like insulation or like the giant wall triangles to keep you completely silent. Oh, God, I would love it.
I would definitely go there.
That's where I'd shine.
Grant would become the best gamer in all of history. Just off of pure fucking cup phones.
You'd see me. I'd like tape the cups to like my headset. Like keep one on my ear, the other one like on the mic stand right in front of my mouth, so I can just scream into it. I'd love it.
Oh, talking with you is always a great time, Grant.
I try my best, because it's just my normal personality. I'm just fucking weird.
Now you see why the summer was so rough, because I couldn't talk to this motherfucker at all.
Yeah, our autistic brainwaves couldn't like bounce off each other, and so it was difficult to make it.
Each other. Gotta resonate them. Gotta get them in sync.
Yes,
They built a new cell tower and it's kind of blocking the autistic waves,
Yes. Mm-hmm. There was lakeside interference. It was bouncing off the water. Oh, it's tough. It's a hard not life for us, average people out here. Who do you
Hard out here for us single white males.
who do you think is like actually normal? Do you think it's the people who are mentally ill or the normal people? Normal in quotes.
You just contradicted yourself there.
Normal in quotes isn't like the people who don't have mental illness. Who's really
I don't
the
know
normal?
because
No, definitely the
me
mental illness
personally,
ones.
I feel like the people that are quote unquote normal, I feel like they often have the weirdest, creepiest shit that they hide from everyone.
Yes, I think they're like the least like legitimately psychologically adjusted. You know what I mean?
Like I am completely open about all of my fucking weird shit, but the people who hide it from everyone and live double lives, they're the you gotta watch for those fuckers.
Dude. I mean, sometimes you gotta live a double life, Like if you're not out yet, like sometimes you gotta, wear a hat when you go to gay bowling night. But
Gay bowling night. That is what this man just said.
that's just the way it is. It's
Austin, get your mans.
There's no controlling him, man. There's nothing we can do.
There's nothing we can do. Just gotta let it happen.
It's a canon event.
Bro, was just coming out with the non-stop weird shit today. Like you are going off the charts for normal.
I had it pent up all over the summer because the only people I was around was my parents, right? And like sometimes my dad likes it, sometimes he doesn't. You know, it's very touch and go. I have to feel out the situation, you know, the room, you know.
Every morning when Grant walks downstairs next to his parents, he has to do a quick assessment of how they're feeling.
Yeah, put out like feelers, be like, huh? What's
Yeah,
the
dude.
weather like today?
You
Yeah.
gotta do a test run. Oh my god.
So it's always like a major topic of conversation about how stupid my dog is, Molly. Because Molly's like 5 pounds. She's a little mutt, but whenever she sits and like looks at you, just dead in the eyes, like whenever she's just really staring at you, she looks like Jabba the Hutt's little pet. You know, like that's what she looks like. And so it's always a topic of conversation of just how stupid she looks all the
What the fuck
time.
was that sound, dude? What was that sound?
To laugh. You know what I'm talking about?
Your
Bro's
mic
got
cuts
that
out too, so it makes it even more perfect.
Yeah.
He's got that psychotic fucking Scooby-Doo laugh.
No, but you know what pet I'm
Scooby-Doo
talking
on
about.
crack, bro. That's what it was.
And I would have gotten away with it too. Wasn't for those meddling crackheads. Can you imagine that's an episode? He's just like thwarted by homeless people. The gang's not even there.
Just random ass fucking homeless people and drug addicts.
The entire
just like-
the entire story of Scooby-Doo is it's literally just a crackhead's dog who also smokes crack and imagines this entire thing. That's what it is. It's not the stoners. It's not anything like that. It's just a crackhead's
I
dog.
just saw a clip from an old Scooby-Doo episode where they run into a dog that can talk normally, and even Scooby is like, "What?"
Oh yes, yes, I saw that.
Like, Scooby, you're talking damn near just as much, just with an accent.
Homie, you're just European. Calm down. No, you know what I want? I want a Christopher Nolan spin-off movie of the first, like Batman Begins, whenever Ra's al Ghul like releases all of the like chemical agent into the air. I want a spin-off movie where it's just Scarecrow running around in the fog, getting the shit kicked out of him. Just Cillian Murphy running around, running into people who are just terrified, and them just brutally assaulting him. That's
The
what I
random
want.
fucking.
That's the
the
entire
random
movie.
fucking-
It's just Scarecrow getting the shit beat out of him.
Yes. Yeah,
Like,
he's just
he's
running
going
around.
around scaring people, and all of a sudden he runs into the one fucking black belt MMA fighter who also just starts kicking the shit out of him.
Yeah, no, and the end of the movie is just when Rachel fucking tases him while he's on the back of the horse. That's perfect. The perfect ending.
If I ever become really super rich, I'm gonna pay to have Grant just make a movie and just watch what the fuck happens.
No, if he makes a movie, we've already talked about this. If he makes a movie, it's literally just gonna be Saving Private Ryan, but with fucking the guy who plays Lucifer as Lucifer. So he just walking through the streets of Berlin
Yes,
as the fucking
yes.
devil, just
Yes.
killing everyone. That's gonna be his movie.
What's the actor's name? Tom
Ellis.
Tom Ellis. Yes, dude. I love Tom Ellis. He's so good. Now I want to rewatch Lucifer. Fuck. But I don't have Netflix anymore, so I'd have to go like a little roundabout way, you know. I'd have to sail the high
Honestly,
seas.
it's not worth it. Netflix is so shit. And now it's like they have
Oh, I
not
know.
they have not done anything that's been a W since like 2021, man. They
Fair enough.
just keep digging
Stranger
themselves a
Things
larger
was their
grave.
last dub.
I don't know. I only liked like season 1 and 2,
Of what?
to be honest. Stranger Things.
Yeah. No, honestly,
I'm not
it
even
wasn't.
a fan of it in the first place.
The first season was good. Beyond even season 2 kind of sucked. In my opinion, I think there was only one redeeming quality of that entire season. That was Bob.
Bob. Oh my God, Bob's your uncle. I love that man.
Dude, don't get me wrong though. Like Netflix still has good stuff on it. They just haven't done anything new that's good.
And
Like
also,
their
oh, okay.
newest things is a new season of Baki Hanma, which they did in 2 parts, and the first part wasn't even in the manga, and it annoys the shit out of me.
Are you talking about Yujiro? Like the show Yujiro?
Yujiro is in the show. Baki's his son, and that's who's the main character.
Wait, is there a fight? Like, does
The
Ibaki and
second
Yujiro fight?
the second part of season 2, I believe, is their fight, but I don't know if it's their final fight. I haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to get around to it.
I don't
listen,
know. I've been seeing a lot of clips on TikTok of like Yujiro announcing Baki is the strongest man in the world.
That'd
personally,
be fucking surprising.
I think we need to I think Netflix needs to be completely just eradicated at this point, because
Well, dude.
all that Netflix does at this point is piss me off, because every show that I'll like or every movie I like that I want to rewatch or whatever, it'll be on Prime Video and I won't have to pay for it. Everything's fine. And then one single month, the one time I want to go watch it, Netflix will be like, yeah, but we're going to take it. And then we're not going to allow you to cast to the TV or anything like that.
That is the dumbest thing in the world that you
It's
can't
so
cast.
fucking stupid.
No, but then they came out with another season of, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the show Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Record of Ragnarok?
No,
No,
just
no.
Ragnarok.
Oh, just
No,
Ragnarok? Oh, yeah,
it's
I
in
know what
like
you're talking about. Yeah.
it's in like Dutch because it's like
really
actually European.
fucking weird.
Isn't it like about a kid who like finds Mjolnir? It's like Thor.
The whole premise is that the gods are constantly being reborn, and now it's this generation's turn. And it is so inaccurate and horribly written, and it just makes me so angry. Like, it's been like 2 years since the last season, and all of a sudden they're just dropping another one? Get the fuck out of here.
Welcome to Netflix. Netflix does not go with anything that like previous material. They're like, oh, we're gonna go with something new, and we're gonna completely fuck it up.
Like, they just got the rights to all the Fast and Furious movies.
I hope
They can't make it worse, but somehow they're going to.
I hope they hold them and never like put any of them on their site. Like I hope they bought the rights just to restrict them from view.
Honestly, I would hope though, because like no one needs to see those movies anymore. Like
They
they're,
still
they're
have
fucking
Bullet
garbage.
Train.
Like,
Bullet Train was really good.
Bullet Train is good.
yeah. Are you like walking away from your desk, Grant?
No,
Okay, because you sounded like you were fucking like off in the other corner of your room.
I was talking into the backside of my mic.
That would explain it. Yeah, no, Netflix, I really fucking hate it.
Yeah, I think we've had this conversation before,
have.
but like streaming services have really done a number on like TV, like the film industry.
Well, honestly, the only one who's even like everyone always talks about who's winning the streaming war. You know who it is? Sony, because they don't have a fucking streaming service. That means they're getting money. They just sell their rights to these certain movies to these other companies, and they get a
fucking
shit ton of money.
companies that give you the same price for monthly shit as every other streaming service, but then they don't give you an option for no ads. Go fuck yourself.
Who does
Ju-
that?
Peacock, Discovery Plus,
That is stupid as shit.
Genuinely,
Paramount.
there is only one streaming service that is even worth getting at this point, and that is Prime Video. Because Prime Video, like, you can literally find anything you want on there.
I will not agree to that because half their fucking content you need add-ons to fucking watch.
Oh, so? At least they offer that shit. Netflix would be like, yeah, we don't have it, so go find another streaming service. At least Prime offers you, like, yeah, we have it, but it's not technically not on our site, but you can buy it through our site.
Yeah, but then you have to rent like 4 more mini subscriptions just to watch one fucking thing.
Plus, what's even better, well, one of the big things I like about Prime is, like, the Wi-Fi is shit here at campus, right? Last semester, when I was trying to watch, like, shows and shit like that in class, because my classes were fucking terrible, Prime is the only one that would work, because if the Wi-Fi cut out for half a second, Prime just switches you back to your service, and you can continue. Netflix, Max, Hulu, all that shit will just freeze, and it pisses me off beyond belief. That's the big reason why I like Prime. No, I'm not gonna lie.
See, all those things that you guys are talking about are the things that I don't like, which is why I sail the high seas instead of purchase
So you,
subscriptions.
yeah, fair enough. No,
Well, to be fair, I don't pay for any of my own subscriptions. I just riff off of everyone else that I know.
Oh,
But I do buy all of my favorite stuff on Google TV. Like I own all of my favorite movies. I own all of my favorite TV shows. I just keep buying them and trying to have my own collection that won't matter what any streaming service does because I'll own them.
fair enough.
Honestly, I wish Soap Today didn't close. Like,
Oh, dude. I mean, it's kind of closed, in quotes, kind of.
yeah, the good site is closed.
The official site is closed.
The good one.
Yeah. But I mean, there's other, like, there's copies of it everywhere.
Yeah, I know. It just kind. It doesn't.
I
Sounds
really
good.
want to know. I really want to know what really happened. Like, I want to know if they just got like started getting closed down on.
My guess is it's probably the same thing that happened like with Angel Studios or whatever. What they were before that, where fucking Disney and Sony probably just fucking tried to sue them into the ground.
Probably.
But either way, fuck Disney, fuck Sony, fuck Bob Iger. You know.
Disney needs to die.
No, Disney genuinely like close down Disney World, close down Disneyland if it's still open. Get rid of Disney entirely, give Star Wars back to fucking George Lucas or just to Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Let them work on it.
Let's just give all
And-
sci-fi things to Jon Favreau.
Yeah, actually. MCU, also Jon Favreau, he's the one that started it. He's the one who should keep it because he's the only one who knows how to make a good movie anymore, apparently, for the MCU. Except fucking, what's his name? The guy who made Guardians of the Galaxy.
James Gunn.
James Gunn, but he's also working on DC, so he's kind of out
Yeah,
of
he's trying to save a sinking ship.
Dude, he tried to save a sinking ship by sinking it further by getting rid of Henry Cavill.
Facts.
I'm gonna be
no.
honest.
No. Henry Cavill left because of like scheduling issues. It wasn't because
did
of
he?
like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like a you're not allowed to come back. It was like a this is when like this is happening,
Okay.
and Henry Cavill was like, I can't make it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Have you
Yeah,
guys seen the Flash movie?
No.
No.
It's on HBO Max. I can watch it anytime I want. I'm just not gonna.
Well, I'm gonna fucking tell you, they cemented it by now getting rid of Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot.
Okay.
They got rid of them both.
It's not confirmed that they got rid of Gal Gadot, but Barry reset the timeline. Ben Affleck is no longer Batman. It's now George Clooney.
No, the
And-
worst Batman ever.
Hey,
Literally
just because he
the
had
worst
nipples
Batman
doesn't
in
mean he's the
existence.
worst Batman. Just because he had nipples doesn't mean he's the worst Batman.
No, he was the worst Batman. George Clooney was awful as Batman.
Now he's Batman again, and I mean it was nice because we did get Michael Keaton back, and that part was actually really fucking good. I loved seeing Michael Keaton back. It was like nothing's ever changed. Even got his extreme head turns because he can't turn his neck because that's just the way they made his suit.
Yeah.
But no, he had a lot of badass moments. Like, despite like the Ezra Miller stuff aside, it was not that bad of a movie. The girl who played Supergirl did amazing.
She's hot as fuck. First
She is
off.
extremely hot.
Dude,
Yeah.
she's bad.
And overall, it was pretty good. We even fuck, I'm blanking. Fuck, what's his name?
I don't know.
Where's my super suit?
The guy who played General Zod.
Oh fuck, I don't remember his name.
Oh, I know
his
who you're
name,
talking
but
about.
He felt like not a day had passed since he played him. It was
Dude.
the same menacing shit.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Don't even say
I
it.
can't watch that movie. I can't. It's not because of Ezra Miller. It's literally just because like
Ezra Miller.
as soon as you said George Clooney is now Batman again, I genuinely
Yeah, but that
there's
didn't happen
nothing.
until the end of the movie.
It doesn't matter. I can't watch it because you said that. I was considering watching it this weekend.
Fucking Christ, this guy is causing his own problems in life.
He always does. Is this something new?
It's just annoying.
I mean, hey, I'm choosing not to watch a bad movie. I think I'm doing all right.
It's not that bad though.
Is Grant Gustin in it?
Not that bad. See,
That is the only reason it's not fucking
that
great.
bad is the fucking the key part of that sentence.
No, if Grant Gustin's not in it, I'm not watching it. He's the only Flash I will watch.
Well, look at this guy
I'm
making
sorry.
his own problems. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
We need to fucking get Grant Gustin into a movie.
I just want to see him
As
in
long
other
as Stephen
things
Amell
as
does
well.
not follow him as Arrow.
What?
Why are you Stephen Amell?
Do you not see what's going on with Stephen Amell and shit?
No,
No.
because half that shit's lies.
Is it?
Hold on. What do you
He-
think's going on with
he-
Stephen Amell?
He like during the writer strike shit, he came out and was like, "Yeah, no, fuck the writer strike. You guys get paid plenty. You're fine." And it was like, because he's also a producer and shit. And then like 5 days later, after that, he came out and was like, "Actually, I'm gonna support the writer strike and join," because he got so much fucking backlash.
One of the biggest things that people made up about him was that he was a horrible person on the set of all the CW shows.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
I didn't
there's
believe that shit. I didn't believe
There's
that
a
shit.
famous picture of all the CW Justice League members standing around his grave, and
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
like, they were all smiling because they hate him.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't believe that shit at all.
they
But
they
the
are
writer
all
strike shit I
great
did.
friends. They really enjoy doing that together.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna support the like. I just don't want, because like of what he's like. He was like, "Oh yeah, no, you guys don't need that shit. Like, you don't need more money, whatever." And like, there's people who are like, and actors who can barely afford rent, and shit. And,
Good.
Yeah.
Raise their rent.
Unless they're single mothers, don't raise the rent.
Are they good actors?
Depends. I mean, here's the
Hold
thing.
on.
You
Let
gotta
me
think this.
answer the question
You
for you.
gotta think of this.
No.
There's also people who are like, I mean, like actors who are not specifically Hollywood and not specifically like in movies. They're also in
Yeah.
TV shows to get paid fucking dirt.
True.
Like Disney. If there's a Disney show,
Oh,
I
dude.
make more than them probably. If they're on
Well,
a Disney
yeah,
show.
but they get. Well, here's the thing: they get paid every time it airs. Every time it appears on television, they get paid.
Yeah.
Every episode.
But did you also hear what Disney will do for like the people who work on the set, like for their
Mm.
pay? They'll get paid
No.
minimum wage, for people who work like on the shows and shit like that.
Mhm.
And then they're like, after these 3 years, we will after 2 or 3 years or so, we will raise it and you'll get paid a lot more money or whatever, right? But then they'll switch the show's names, like they'll make like a spin-off of that show, so that like that's why every Disney show has like 2 or 3 seasons, and then they'll fucking switch to a spin-off of it, so they don't
Can you
have to
give me
pay
an
the people
example?
more. Huh?
Can you give me an example?
Sweet Life on Deck, Bunked, or whatever the fucking one, like the Jesse shit was. And I know those went on for a few more seasons than 2 or 3, but like this is in more recent years been doing that shit. I haven't seen some
Okay.
of the newer shows. But like, you know how
Okay.
you always see more spin-offs and shit? That's why they were doing it.
Okay, that's fine. I just like you said that, and I was like, dude, I literally can't remember a TV show from my childhood that didn't have
Yeah.
like 10 seasons.
No, this started like probably like, I want to say 2016ish or so, and they started doing this.
Nobody watches Disney anyway. Fuck that.
I know, it's dog shit.
I still do.
Fuck you, Mason.
Sometimes I like to rewatch my childhood shows, like Kicking It. I love
Fuck,
going back and
dude,
watching
Kicking It was
Kicking
good.
It.
Kicking It was fire.
I used to love that, dude. The falafel.
Falafel Phil is the GOAT.
Dude, he's on a bunch of other shows. He still gets called Falafel Phil all the time. He went on an interview he's on Cobra Kai, right? He's like, dude, if I'm in public and shit and someone recognizes me, it's always Falafel Phil. It drives me insane.
But you know he's a great actor because he's never like actually gotten mad about people calling him that. Because when an actor understands that, like, yes, they may have done like hundreds of roles, they could have been in dozens of movies, but if they're only like if one was really popular and they know they have a large fan base, just appreciate it. Then there's those assholes who are just like, no, quit calling me that. That's not my name. I'm known for so many other things. I've done so many more projects. Who the fuck cares?
I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that I'm like excited for Netflix is just the last season of Cobra Kai. If they make another season after this, I'm gonna be pissed. But like the show is somewhat good.
It's still going.
It's still going because it just reminds me of like Kicking It. That's the only reason I like it. It literally just feels like kicking it.
It also had a banger fucking intro.
It had a fucking. It was dude. It
I
had a
never
banger
got tired of
cast.
hearing that.
Fucking cat like Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking great.
He was in his element in that show.
He really was.
Talk about
whatever. I think it was Olivia or whatever her name was. Fucking hot.
Oh yeah,
True.
Olivia.
Childhood crush right there, no doubt.
She was on
Talk-
what? She was on like what? Dagger or Cloak and
Cloak
Dagger.
and Dagger.
Talk about fire intros. Phineas and Ferb is getting a reboot. I'm teed, bro.
No, if we're gonna go there, Gravity Falls.
Oh my god, is it getting a reboot?
No, but like
No.
if we're gonna go there with banger intros, Gravity Falls is like taking the cake.
Oh, absolutely. That music slaps.
Yeah, dude, I wanted it to be revived so bad. I want it so bad.
It sucks though. Like 2 months ago, I was going through and rewatching all of my favorite childhood shows from Disney, and one of them was what was it called? Pair of Kings.
Yes, I loved that show.
And I got 2 seasons in, and then in the 3rd season, one of the main characters is gone.
Yep.
So I looked up why, and apparently dude got drunk as shit and got kicked off the show. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, what show is this?
Pair of Kings.
Pair of Kings.
I've never.
Two twin brothers find out that they're fucking destined to be kings of an island.
It's so good. It's such a good show. That was my fucking child. That was my favorite show as a child.
I have never seen it. You know what else I haven't
We're gonna
seen?
watch it.
Sonny with a Chance.
Samurai Jack.
I haven't seen that either.
Fuck. You guys pain me.
Good. I mean,
I know
honestly,
how
some
good
of
it
the
is.
Goated.
I know how good it is, but I haven't seen it.
No.
What about
Grant,
Zeke and Luther?
Oh yeah.
wait. Oh my god, dude. That was a skater show, right?
Yep.
No, Grant. We're watching Pair of Kings.
Okay.
Next time. It's such a fucking good show.
Hick Batowski.
Yes.
Also classic.
No.
What about
Grant.
Minutemen?
Yeah, that was good too. Grant,
That was a
my
great
neighbor,
movie.
right? My neighbor as a child was like, he had like an overly religious family. He was
Yeah.
not allowed to watch Kick Batowski because it had the word "but" in it in the name.
No way. You're lying.
I'm not.
Dude, there was an episode where they made Gunther drink so many energy drinks he turned into a jaguar.
That was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, no, I genuinely, there's nothing that pisses me off more than like overly religious families who like take away their children's childhood because of some fucking weird shit like that. No,
it's like
like-
stupid too.
No, I've seen there's a comedian, like a stand-up comedian who was reading all the reasons. One person wasn't allowed to watch Hannah Montana because it was about a secret life.
What?
I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Fuck. I know, Grant, you weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob for some reason.
I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob because my parents thought that it would make me stupid.
Little did
Well,
they
they kind of
know,
fucking
they
failed
was-
already.
Yeah.
So.
That's fair, but you're worse than me.
All right, yeah, and I did watch SpongeBob. Fuck you. Hey, I would like to say I was always considered smart until I met you. So clearly something rubbed off.
Or until you made it to Purdue Engineering.
Okay, kiss my ass, all right?
Got him again, baby. Got him again.
Such a fucking bitch.
I am. Yes, I am.
No, but dude, what were some of the other ones?
Fairly Odd Parents.
Dude, I was like looking in the backstory of fucking Timmy on TikTok the other day.
Dude, it's fucked.
I never realized about that shit. I didn't know. That makes so much more sense now.
That he just wished to never get young.
I know for
Or
no
get
one
old.
else no one else as well to ever grow
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
So,
So
that
you could have a.
he's fucking 53.
Yeah.
God, dude, my childhood. That was such a good show too. I miss
and
it.
then I'm fucked up because then, like, even though he was still in a child's body, he had 53 years of memories and knowledge. There's no way he didn't try to make some fucked wishes.
No.
Oh, I think he did try.
I think he succeeded.
One of my favorite lines from the Fairly Odd Parents is like, "No, you have such a civilized society. Why would you want to add a woman to it?"
No, right? You have a perfect society. Why would you want to add a woman to it? Fucking Cosmo, based Cosmo.
He's by far the best character in the entire show. He fucking carries.
He's so dumb. He's literally the stupidest fucking thing alive.
Guys, do you guys remember when they made it live action with fucking Drake Bell?
Yes. Oh my god.
Can we talk about the downfall of Drake Bell? Dude went from one of the most beloved actors in Disney and Nickelodeon history, and then now he tries to pretend to be fucking Spanish and tries to sing Spanish music when he is indeed not Spanish.
He also groomed a child.
That as well.
Wasn't he an asshole to the other guy? To
Yeah.
Josh?
Peck? Yeah, he was. Because he was pissed off he didn't get invited to Josh's wedding, even though they had a falling out years before.
Yeah.
What about Halloween Town?
Yes. Dude, the Halloween specials, I used to live off that shit when I was a kid, dude. October was the greatest time of the year.
Dude, they always
know.
had the best shit.
I think Christmas was personally, but like, you know,
I
to each
didn't
your own.
the Christmas
Huh.
specials were like okay. The Halloween specials were fucking intense.
Well, that's because you and I had very different childhoods. You didn't like Christmas specials because you watched Disney. I watched, like, you know, YouTube videos and shit. And I'm telling you right now, even when I go back and watch some of those like childhood videos or whatever, and the Christmas specials are always the best. I don't know what it is, but they come up with the funniest fucking jokes and some of the best shit.
Was anyone else actually terrified of Goosebumps as a kid? Because I was. That shit terrified me, but I could never stop watching it.
I never really watched Goosebumps until I was like in high school, so it didn't scare me then. I only ever read the books. I never actually watched the show until I got to high school.
Yeah, fair
Some
enough.
of that shit was ugh.
So like my
No,
view is kind of
dude,
tainted just because.
The movie was so garbage.
With Jack Black? Fuck you.
I didn't mind it.
I thought it
I
was
love Jack
terrible,
Black.
but like
Dude,
I love Jack Black, but I
Slappy.
thought the movie was bad.
Slappy. Elite. One of the most terrifying creations in fiction, to be honest. I'm scared of dolls, man. Did I ever tell you what
Fair
my
enough.
grandpa used to do to me? Well, like me and my brother?
I think so, because I had a very similar thing if it's what I'm thinking of, but go ahead and tell it.
Whenever I'd like stay at my grandparents' house, my grandpa would sneak into the room while my brother and I were asleep and put a doll up on the top of the shelf staring at us with its eyes
My
open.
grandpa did the same fucking thing.
Yeah, because my grandma had an old doll from her childhood with like articulating eyes. So when you rocked it, its eyes opened. Oh, God, I hated it so much.
No, my grandma used to collect like dolls or whatever, and so we all put it in the other room when I came over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what would happen was I'd go to bed at like midnight or whatever, and around like 2 or 3 a.m. when my grandpa would wake up, he'd grab the fucking dolls and put them in that room, and I wake up surrounded by it. Holy fucking shit, dude. There is nothing that will scare the shit out of you like waking up surrounded by like 8 dolls around the room just staring at you.
Like a cult. It was like a
Yeah.
seance.
No, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna be murdered here. He did it a few times. He didn't do it like a whole bunch, but when I was younger, he used to do that shit, and it scared the fuck out of me. 'Cause I genuinely thought his house was haunted.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he didn't tell me till it was like a little older.
Dude, I'm fucking looking through fucking all the old Disney shows, and I'm realizing how many fucking childhood crushes I had. Holy shit.
Go ahead and list them.
Yeah,
Well-
read them off.
The Dove Cameron from Liv and Maddie.
Okay.
The Bridget Mendler from Good Luck Charlie and Lemonade Mouth.
Oh, yeah.
The chick from Austin and Alley.
Definitely.
What else is there? The site's being slow as shit. Let's see. Fuck, what was her name?
One from
All good the
Kicking It.
maid.
Definitely Olivia from Kicking It.
Bertram.
Bertram was the GOAT, alright. Like, he's still, like, dude, have you watched his TikToks?
Yeah. He's still a
That
goat.
guy is fucking amazing. I love him so much.
I still have a crush on Bertram.
What else we got here? There's too many fucking shows. Obviously, Selena Gomez.
Oh my god. You better fucking believe it, buddy.
Mid.
Shut the fuck up.
Not for me.
Dude, I'd tear that shit up like a quesadilla.
Your quesadilla.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like frozen like a quesadilla.
You need
How
some
are you
serious
even talking about
psychiatric help, man.
depression?
Like, yeah, you got some problems that are like.
I really
there's some
probably-
underlying issues.
I probably need to go to a therapist, but like I can't afford it. I don't have the money to pay a therapist. I need to befriend someone who's a psychology major.
That's a
You
bad
have
idea.
empathy
That is a
for
terrible
therapists.
idea, man. You are gonna be way worse than you were before.
I don't know that that's possible.
I don't know. Have you seen me?
They made a That's So Raven sequel?
Yeah, Corey in the house.
No, not Corey in the House.
Oh no, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it
That
That's
was
So
not that
Crow?
No,
Shut the
Raven's,
fuck up. Shut
Raven's
the fuck
Home.
Up.
It's called Raven's Home, and it's about her and her best friend, and they have a bunch of kids, and Raven's kids start getting psychic visions.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Didn't they also make a fucking spinoff with iCarly? I can't think of.
Oh, Sam and Cat?
No,
I mean,
no.
that technically counts.
I mean, technically, I'm talking about Miranda Cosgrove or whatever her name is.
Oh, I don't remember.
Is it like I swore I could have seen something like that.
They made a sequel.
Can we talk about how good of a brother
of.
though that was it Jerry
Spencer?
or Spencer? Yeah, Spencer was.
Can we talk about how much of a bitch that like Carly is in that show though to Freddie?
Yes.
And can we talk about how goated Gibby is?
Dude, Gibby's my
Dude.
spirit animal.
I
Dude,
swear.
Gibby is
no,
the man.
For BGR, we had a team lead or whatever the fuck it was, who had a Gibby sign, right? And two of her friends also had Gibby signs. So we fucking merged together as this giant fucking group called the Gibby Gang. And everyone fucking hated it.
I would love that. That's
oh
the
my
thing.
god.
Young people these days, like I'm gonna shake
Okay,
my cane in the air.
Don't be
I'm gonna shake my cane in the air. Back in my day, we relished in the super groups. We loved the meme that was the super group.
We didn't mind the supergroup. It was the fucking cringiness of the supergroup.
The
The people in it were
cringiness
fine.
is the funny part.
The team leads were fucking cringy as shit.
The cringe is what makes it so great.
Dude, the fucking dance that they tried to make us do. Oh my
Oh,
god.
every class has one.
Oh god, I fucking hated it.
Finding so many movies out about.
The way
Johnny
boys were
Capahala back on board.
We're over
Johnny
an hour.
Tsunami.
fuck, you just remind me Johnny Test. That shit was goated.
Yes, his sisters were hot as shit. I stand by it.
Johnny Bravo. Mama warned me about women like you. I was hoping she was right. It's my favorite scene in the whole show.
Oh my god, ew, the cheetah girls. Get it out of my brain. Get it out of my brain.
No.
While Mason's reminiscing, let's talk about the elite music that was randomly thrown in to Disney TV shows. Shiny Teeth and Me.
Will never
Fairly
not be a banger.
Oddparents?
I was literally singing it last night while I was playing League with my friends.
I do not remember this.
Dude, every show
remember
had
Shiny Teeth
random.
and Me?
You guys literally remember all the fucking music, and no wonder you guys like musicals, bro. I was thinking of the plot, thinking of the quotes. I don't remember shit from the fucking
When I'm feeling
Music's-
lonely, as sad as I can be. Dude, it's a fucking banger.
My shiny teeth and me. Do, 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 do,
And
do.
Chip Skylark was the GOAT.
Chip,
Alright,
Chip Skylark.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this shit up.
We're gonna make Austin listen to my Shiny Teeth.
why
and Me.
don't one of you guys wrap it up here and end it?
Grant, you got this.
Well,
Actually, no,
once
no.
again,
Mason,
the
you got
burden of
this.
responsibility
Mason?
falls upon me.
No, Grant. This is
But I
Mason's
love-
time.
but-
Because
but I love
Mason, you're gonna be
hearing
gone.
Grant.
You're gonna be gone for a month. You gotta end this
Oh,
out.
that's true. That's
Ah.
true.
All right,
Gotta
ladies
work on
and
that.
gentlemen. I even though I may be gone for some time, I fully expect Grant to amp up his Grantness in my stead, to fully carry the episodes by himself. As we all
Hey
know,
now,
he is the GOAT.
hang on a second.
No, Austin is irrelevant.
I am Aaron. I am Aaron Yeager, the Attack Titan. Austin is that fat ass boulder. Okay.
Thank you all for listening with us all along this way. I hope I can be back. And I hope you will still continue to listen to these idiots.
Good luck at military school, Mason. We love you.
I was gonna say, if I'm the boulder and you're the attack titan, does that make Mason Pixis?
I
Mhm.
would gladly be Pixis, alright?
The fucking season 4 Pixis is fucking hilarious to me.
Shire's flock.
Oh god.
He's not here. We're allowed to bully him.
Yeah. All right. Well, yes.
He ditched us for his in real life friends. Can you believe that?
No.
Like,
No.
what a
Me
heck
neither.
nerd.
All right. Well, have a good one. Peace.